Hey guys, what is up? Mikey Lakers Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. So it feels good to be back in the seat talking about a Lakers W. Good to be back in the W column. Lakers with a win over the Portland Trailblazers, 128-120. Lakers moved to 25-7, 15-3 on the road. Portland Trailblazers 14-19, 8-8 on the road. Yes, good win over the Portland Trailblazers, but they are not a juggernaut. The game tomorrow against Dallas Mavericks is the true test. Nonetheless, we did get the win. We broke our 4-game losing streak, and it feels good to be back in the W column. Let's talk about this game. Just going over the Portland Trail Blazers. Damian Lillard with 31, Hassan Whiteside 19, CJ McCollum 18 points, Carmelo Anthony with 13 points. Whatever. At the Lakers, AD with 20 and 9. Not a big game for him. LeBron James, 21 points, 16 assists. He played 37 minutes. AD with 36 minutes. 4 points for JaVale McGee. Avery Bradley with 8. Danny Green with 3 points. We'll talk about him in a second. But the story of this game was really our bench. Ball game goes to Kyle Kuzma, who played lights out in the first half with 20 points. Ended with 24 points on the game, 9 of 17 shooting, 30 minutes for him. Dwight Howard, 11 points, 4 blocks, 8 rebounds, played tough in the middle. Rondo played like the point guard that we really needed him to be. 15 points for him, 4 assists, 18 minutes from Rondo. KCP hit some big shots, 13 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3 for KCP, and Caruso chipped in with another good game. Solid game off the bench, 9 points and some tough defense. This game was about the bench. Obviously, starting with Kuzma, who played lights out. He was on a mission. He was on fire. He looked like a man possessed. Obviously, when you see the post-game conference and you see him talking, it looks like there's a lot on his mind, obviously, with all the drama and stuff going on. But for Kuzma to kind of put that aside and to come out and play like he had no care inside. He wasn't even overthinking. He was getting the ball and he was going to work, and his shot was falling. He looked hella confident. He looked like he was in a Michael Jordan zone. There was a point where the buzzer, he had scored 14 points in the first quarter. The buzzer went off. He took like a 60-foot shot, threw it in, and the ball actually went in. It didn't count, but that told me that Kuzma looked like something was going on, and he was just ready to hoop. And shout out for Kuz for putting everything aside and going, you know what, I'm just going to be Kuzma and coming out and having a really good game. Ended with 24 points, 20 points in the first half. He took 17 shots. LeBron James was 7 for 15. AD 16 shots, 7 for 16. Obviously, consistently, Kuzma is not going to shoot more than LeBron James, and he's not going to shoot more than Anthony Davis. But when you have a long season like this, as you can see, putting the load on Anthony Davis and LeBron James kind of wore them out over the last several games, and kind of leading to our losing streak. We need that third scorer, and maybe Kyle Kuzma is turning the corner. Maybe he's pulling a KCP, like KCP turned the corner from what he was in the beginning of the season to where he is now. Maybe Kuzma is doing that, and it's good to see. If Kuzma keeps this up, we got the guy that we need. We got the guy that a lot of people want Kuzma to be, and maybe he sticks around, to be determined if he can keep this up. But obviously, he's not going to be shooting like this like he was in the first half. If he does that, he's a freaking all-star, but he's not going to do that every single game. So the question is, when he's not shooting like that, is he going to give us something else, right? That remains to be seen. But all in all, game ball goes to Kuzma. He deserved it. He helped us win this game, and he helped us get out of this losing streak. And shout out to Kuzma, who gets the game ball. Dwight Howard played big in the middle with 4 blocks, 11 points. And Rondo, as I mentioned in the last game, we really need a point guard. And Rondo actually played like the point guard that we needed. A guy that can draw the defense, that actually, creates and try to get to the hole, which he did, drew the defense and dished out a few assists. And it was good to see Rondo do that. He was also 6 of 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 15 points plus 12 in the plus minus stats, and actually just really played a solid point guard role for us. So hopefully, he hasn't been consistent at that, but we saw this out of Rondo several games back, and hopefully he can, continue to do something like this. And KCP obviously continued to play well, 13 points, 3 of 4 from 3, hit some big shots down the stretch. And Caruso got more minutes today, 20 minutes, 9 points, tough defense, and good game for Caruso. I will say this, going forward, one thing I did notice, and I think everybody noticed right off the bat to start this game, was that our lack of consistent shooting from Danny Green and Avery Bradley. When the game started, I was like, you know what? We can't shoot for anything. I'm tired of Danny Green being inconsistent. I was like, right off the bat, I'm like, let's just put KCP back in the starting lineup, put him over Danny Green. And then I was reminded that, wait a minute, when KCP was starting over Avery Bradley, we were actually playing well. When Avery Bradley was hurt, we were playing our best basketball with KCP in the starting lineup. I believe Frank Vogel, as inconsistent as Danny Green has been, and yes, I would put him on a trading block to see what we can get for Danny Green, but as inconsistent as he has been all year, I say put KCP back over Avery Bradley, because Avery Bradley is also inconsistent from 3. Bring Avery Bradley off the bench, put KCP back in that starting lineup because we're playing our best basketball with him, and then leave Danny Green there, let him figure things out. But I think doing that going forward should be our starting 5. Danny Green, KCP, JaVale, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. With Kuzma first off the bench, Avery Bradley, and so forth with Dwight Howard. That's my thoughts, because our shooting is horrible, and we had a lot of open looks in this game to start this game, and we were just clanking everything. Couldn't hit the left side of a barn, but we'll see. Hopefully Frank Vogel does that, because I don't know, since Avery Bradley got back in the starting lineup, yes, he was playing well early in the season, but since he got back in the starting lineup, we haven't been the same since, we had that KCP in the starting lineup and we were playing really good basketball. So I'm hoping Frank Vogel does something and change things up. We play Dallas Mavericks tomorrow. That's a big test. They just put up 141 points against the Warriors today, and the Warriors have won 4 in a row, and they put up 141 against them. And Luka had a monster game with 31, 15, and 12, something like that. So if we can get this win tomorrow against Dallas, that I believe should make up for some of these losses against these tough teams, because Dallas Mavericks have been kicking everybody's butt. And so, to be determined, hopefully we can get this win. That's my thoughts on today's game. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. If you're commenting, liking, subscribing. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsSelect. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out the link in the description, fanatics.com. Check out that link and buy your few Lakers gear. Get fresh for this season. Holla at your boy. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. If anything comes up, I'll probably post a video before the game. If not, I'll definitely post a video after the game. Hopefully we get that W. Holla at your boy. We'll talk soon. Peace.